Hello, hello, everyone. It is Satimia back in the house on It's Fine, Everything's Fine podcast here on season 2. And, dude, let me tell you, the devil was working overtime today as I was trying to record because I literally, have just been going through hell trying to get this together. But if it wasn't one thing, it was another. All my recording things were all my recording sites were just not working. It was stupid. But guess what? The devil never wins and God always prevails. Hallelujah. So, with that being said, I know it's been a while since I have recorded. I didn't even realize that I started season 2. I actually was thinking this whole time that I still needed to start it, and come to find out I already did. I forgot I still have to make the part 2 to that one too. But don't think that I'm not going to, because I definitely am. But I just kind of wanted to be real with you guys today and kind of give an update on everything I've had going on. So, man, it's been a lot, but I just want to say to everybody out there who's going through something, just know you're not alone. I really have just been man, I actually even tried to unalive myself, as they say on the internet, recently. And I make light of it because, look, I'm still here, and that's a blessing, right? And it's stupid when I look back because it's I just let myself get overwhelmed. And like I say all the time, I'll never not talk about God, but I'm not here trying to push God on everybody. But it's I knew it was just the devil really on my heels because, man, I'm so close to the breakthrough. And I know that there's better days that are just the best days are coming, and they're already starting. I feel I can feel the shift. I kind of feel that was the weight really just piling on me, because it was that was the last really straw, in the sense of a test to see, where am I gonna go from here, spiritually. Was I gonna crash and fold and just burn under the pressure, or was I gonna be able to maintain and know that God is the greatest and He does not fail us? He really doesn't. It's not that life is gonna just be easy, right? But it's knowing that at the end of the day, everything is gonna get better, and it does. And it's okay to have days, weeks, sometimes it's months or even a whole year of just bullshit, but eventually it all turns around, right? And it does every single time. I promise. I am the queen. I have so many different testimonies to God's greatness, and how, it's even when all hope feels lost, all of a sudden it's just boom, everything comes together because of your faith. The faith of knowing that, that's kind of the point, is that the whole point of having a relationship with God is understanding that He is the greatest, and there is a lot. Actually, not even just a lot. It's everything in life can't be actually fulfilling or done without Him, which kind of brings me to where I wanted to go with all this today. Because, man, when I tell you, it's just been a lot going on. I've just been under a lot of the stress of just, life, my family, my friends. My daughter has been really testing my nerves. And then I have this really toxic family who does not, I'm not going to say they never have my back, because that would be a bull-faced lie. But it's they just don't understand me at all. I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of you guys out there. I know I'm not alone in that, right? Feeling as if it's the people who are supposed to like support you and understand you the most are the number one enemies against everything that you want for yourself and your happiness. Like, it's hurtful because it feels like you guys are who I'm doing it for. Like, I want to be great for you. I want to show you that everything you've done for me was not for nothing. That I actually am making something of my life, and there is good in me. And you did that. You helped build me into who I am. And like, I don't blame my family for any of my problems at this point in my life. I really don't. But they don't make my life easier, and it's really just hurtful. Like, because I love them and I just want it to be healthy, and it's just not. But at the end of the day, I absolutely refuse to ruin my own life based on them. Like, anybody out there who is taking away from their own happiness to satisfy their family, I just want to tell you right now, it's not going to be worth it, because at the end of the day, it's about you and it's your life. And at the end of the day, it's not for you to be living your life for anybody else's approval. And if they're gonna, it doesn't matter who it is, no matter who it is, even your own kids, don't ever let your kids, your spouse, your family, your coworker, nobody, don't let a single soul in this world be the reason why you stop pursuing what you want for your life. Because at the end of the day, the only person who sits with the consequences of their own actions are you. So with that being said, I had to make a tough decision recently and cut my family off, because as of right now, they're more of a problem than they are a solution. And I don't really care how they feel or what they think. And that's kind of been me and my family's headbutt all these years, has been like, I've always been a very strong person. And when I was younger, of course, I understand where it was like ignorant and like very rebellious and childish. But as a grown woman, it's like, it seems to feel as if to this day, they really still are out here treating me like I'm the same 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old. Like, I'm not 27, almost 30. And it's really frustrating. And I'm not trying to sit here and just bash my family or talk bad about them at all, because I do love them. And I'm never saying it like, oh, they're just these horrible people at all or anything of that nature. But it's like, they do not respect me, and they do not appreciate me, and they do not value me and view me as the grown-ass woman that I am today. And it's extremely hurtful. And so, like, that's been a really big battle in my depression that I've been dealing with. And I just want to say, you know, mental health is very, very, very real. And I suffer it. And, like, shout out to everybody who is going through it. I know who isn't, right? Because in today's society, with everything going on, you turn on the news for 3 seconds and you're just like, well, we're fucked. I guess that's it. Just give up. And, like, yeah, I mean, between, like, this lost generation of children, I mean, I could just rant on and on. But I kind of just want to stick to saying, like, what I got going on with my family, like me personally, the things I've been going through. My daughter just has been out of control, and that kind of plays a part in all this. Like, my daughter's been out of control. Like, she's absolutely being subjected to this new age of these kids out here who are suffering from zero discipline and just this mentality that is so overly entitled and greedy and selfish and think that they can just have and do whatever they want, that they shouldn't have rules, and this new soft parenting bullshit that everyone's trying to push. Like, motherfuckers wasn't out here beating their kids with wooden spoons and all types of other weird shit. Nobody gave a fuck back that teachers hit their kids in our people's generation. Like, nowadays, you can't even slap your kid without CPS being knocking at your door or people threatening you to take your child. So, with that being said, it's like, okay, so what are we supposed to just do out here nowadays? Apparently, you're supposed to just let your kid just do whatever the fuck they want. And I'm sorry, but I don't care. I'm not going for none of that. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I'm not saying that you need to beat the fucking dog piss out of your kid. It's never, ever when I'm advocating for abuse. However, I will always advocate for discipline. And there's a reason, because you can't accomplish anything in life without discipline. And that's just the truth. So apparently my family forgot about discipline, and they seem to think that me disciplining my child in any way, shape, or form is me abusing her. So I know, and this is wild. Like, to say claims, like, they didn't specifically come out and say claims like that, but they kind of were threatening me, like, making it feel like as if in any way, shape, or form I've ever abused my child, and I have not. And my daughter is extremely intelligent. And so with that being said, like, kids are manipulators, right? I mean, we all know that. I remember when I was a kid, I manipulated people all the time. Pretty sure every person who was a child ever in life is manipulative. So that's also going into the societal issues that we're seeing at hand, right? When the fuck did kids get to make decisions? I don't remember a world like that. For a very long time, it was you do what you say and you say what you do. If an adult told you whatever it was that an adult said, you did that with no questions asked, no thought about it. When you went to tell your parents about what an adult did to you, guess what? You were never believed. Not at all. Nobody cared what an 8-year-old had to say ever, right? For the last, I don't know, like thousands of fucking centuries of time. But now all of a sudden, here we are in 2024, and an 8-year-old can make decisions and should be respected for their poor decision making at that. Like, absolutely not. With no discipline. Like, they don't need to know consequences. Like, you won't go to jail in the real world when you don't listen to the government. Like, I don't know why it's literally making me just sick to my stomach the way that people at this point in time have really sat out, including my own family, have all of a sudden pretended like this isn't real life. Like, everybody, I feel like this is where my mental breakdown came in, is because I'm like confused on how the whole world is living in this delusional Delulu land, that like everything about like common morality, virtuism, everything that is logical and senseful is completely just distorted. Like, left is right and right is left, down is up and up is Jackie. Right, I know. Totally left field. That's what's going on in this world. Like, the shit that's going on out here is honestly making me sick to my stomach, because it's like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. People are trying to make sense of things that don't make sense. It doesn't even make sense. 2 + 2 has always equaled 4. But nowadays, if I decide that 2 + 2 = 7, guess what? That's what the fuck it is. And I hope you understand it. Like, when did we obtain these type of outlandish attitudes in life about things that are serious matters, because it's detrimental to the well-being of everybody, not only just us as people, but as a collective, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just about individualism. We are supposed to be in unit, guys. It's about a collective efforts here. And it is about community. Yes, individualism is extremely important. And don't ever I don't want anybody to ever think I'm trying to take away from being an individual or being unique in yourself. right? Absolutely not. Just like I want to restate, I'm not advocating for abuse. And I'm not trying to just talk shit and dog my family. But what I am saying is we have to be realistic here with certain things that it's like we are so off of the fucking hinges on so many like major issues, like especially when it's coming to these children. Kids are not meant to make grown-up decisions at all whatsoever. And kids have to know how to be in a... What is the saying that we've all heard our whole lives? Stay in a kid's place. A kid is a kid. Like, basically, they're kind of lubing us up to fuck us in the long run and basically introduce pedophilia. Because before you know it, the way, and I don't care, this is about to get real controversial around this bitch, and I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying because I stand on what I'm saying right now. And I don't care who it offends, quite frankly. Because let's just be honest, when the fuck did children just get to have an idea like, why are we grooming children to feel like they are allowed to make adult decisions? There's a reason why there is parents. And there's a reason. What is the terminology between parenting, raising a child? What does it mean to raise a child? It means that you are in charge of teaching a child the constructs of being to operate in this world. Right? Yes or no? Okay, yes. With that being said, why are we all of a sudden, and I'm ranting from this, but I'm talking generally, but this is specific to my family because they got me fucked up with this shit. Everybody wants to act as if children just get to make decisions all of a sudden. I'm not saying that kids shouldn't be able to have choices, okay? That's normal. You're right. I don't disagree in that. Kids should be able to have options, to understand how to make decisions, right? Have an idea and an ability to. I don't think you should just dictate your kids and be like, you gotta do every last thing this exact way. No, absolutely not. That's not good either, because if you make every decision for your child as well, guess what? They're never gonna know how to make a decision. Why not? Because they never had a choice. Right. Cool. So that's fine. I understand choices. But to make ultimate decisions for their lives at a small age of anything under the age of really 25, because let's be for real, your brain's not even fully developed yet until then. So until 25, but definitely until 18, or at least even to say 21, because that's even the legal age for anything nowadays except for the boat. You shouldn't be giving children in any way, shape, or form the idea or feeling as if they are in control of shit, because they're not. Like, my daughter can't even wipe her own ass right yet. So it's like the audacity to act like I'm not allowed to tell my child what she can and can't do is absolutely asinine and insane, and is totally leading her to fail in life. Because as far as of right now, if it was up to an 8-year-old to make decisions for the rest of her life, pretty sure we're setting her up for failure, right? If she feels like, because she already does feel like she can make whatever decision she wants, and that's thanks to my family. So it's been pretty hard. It's been pretty hard dealing with that, but shout out to my baby daddy, my son's dad, because he has been a real G in this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm very grateful because I do have at least one person in my life when it comes to my children who I, like to lighten the mood, because I don't want to sit here and just seem like everything's all bad. It never is. And honestly, I know this is all, even with this situation, my family and everything else, it'll come around. It will. But shout out to my baby daddy, Josh, because he's a really, really good dad. I don't know what I'd do without him, because as far as my family has nothing to do with my son, absolutely nothing. They do nothing for him, and that's okay. But he's got a great father who does, and he 100% picks up any slack on my behalf, and I can always rely on him. So shout out to all the good baby daddies out there, man. Because us moms, we need you. Like, women need support. When it comes to raising these kids, man, it's not easy. We do need help. There is a reason why it takes two people to make a baby. And I really hate that society has let's go back to the Delulu land, and that includes you women out there who are pretending like, "Oh, it's a walk. You know what? Fuck that nigga. I don't care if he's there or not. I got it." Shut up. Real shit. Like, come on, ladies. It's okay to admit that it's not easy being a single mom. Who wants to be a single mom? I don't want to see a single person raise their hand. And if you do, you're a liar. Because who just wants to raise their kids by themselves all the time? That's insane. And if you do, I think you should get some help. Like, honest to God. Because that's not normal. Like, it's okay to admit that being a mom is hard. It's not an easy job. Matter of fact, it's the hardest job you'll ever have. Because guess what? You're a cook. You're a nurse. You're a carrier. You're a disciplinary. You have to make sure you have to maintain a household on top of doing this, that, and the third. All while, I don't know, try to think about yourself maybe if you get a chance. If you are lucky enough to have some support, to have some time by yourself. But these poor women out here who are suffering with no support, like, seriously, I'm sorry that you're going through that. And I don't care what anybody says, like, all that, oh, you're strong, you got this. It's okay to admit that you probably don't have it like that. And that's okay. Because it's not supposed to be just your burden to bear. And back in the day, there used to be this idea of it takes a village. But nowadays, there's no village for kids. And it's sad because everyone suffers when that's the situation at hand. And it's like, I've been in a rock and a hard place with this because my family has always been my village. But guess what? Now the village is turning on the villager. And I don't know what to do. It's been really fucking with my head. So, I'm just here venting a little bit, but being honest and like kind of speaking my mind because somebody's got to do it. And I don't care what kind of backlash comes from it or what people have to say about what I'm saying because they know the truth. We all deep down in our souls, we know right from wrong. I don't care who you are. We all have a conscience and we all have that understanding of what's right and what's wrong in our heads. And you can say I'm wrong all you want, but I know you know in your heart that everything I just said is real because it is. And I know because I've lived it and I live it on the regular every day. For the last 8 years of my life, I've been a mother. 9, because really as soon as you're pregnant, you're a mom. Was I a good mom at first? Absolutely not. I was 18 when I got pregnant, 19 when I gave birth. I can honestly say I didn't become a really, really good mom until I had my son. Because having a kid to having kids is a whole different ball game. But I'm going to wrap this up because, I'm hot and I could keep going. And honestly, there's a few different types of pinpoints I want to hit on, and I will in following episodes. So you'll have to tune in because I'll tune in on the whole baby daddy thing, and I will also tune in, on just like parenting in general because I do have a lot of things I want to say about that. Because I feel like it's very distorted nowadays. Like I said, I feel like there needs to be a mix. Like, I'm not saying abuse your kids at all by any means. Or neglect your kids at all. Or, overly have expectations on your kids. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. But there is a mix right now. Like a misunderstanding going on. And a total fuck up in the scales of balance here. Because there is parents and there are children. And right now, these lines are getting real blurred all over the place. And I don't like it because I'm physically seeing all over the place. Not just only, but it's affecting my own home. And that's why I'm out here ranting like this about it. Because even though I've already had my feelings on it, it hits different when it's hitting my own home. Because I've really worked very hard, especially over the last 4 years. 5 years, but especially in the last 4 years, I've really, really, really worked hard to find a very good balance between, leniency and disciplinary, because I don't have that father figure, and I'm the only discipline my daughter has because my family doesn't give a fuck and they think that she can do whatever she wants, which is a problem, but it's okay because it's convenient for them to use me as the disciplinary when she's out of control. Right? So we'll get into like the double standards and everything. I really want to touch on that specifically, and I will in a future episode. But I just kind of wanted to give a catch up. Once again, shout out to you, Josh, because not everything's all bad. And shout out to God always, giving God the praise, because everything's turned around. I'm in a way better space now, and I really feel comfortable in a lot of my decisions I've made recently, because I know that it's, at the end of the day, it's not about everyone else. And that's kind of where I started, and this is where I'm going to leave off at. At the end of the day, this is my life. Mine, me and me alone. My children are an extension of me, and that's why they are the only thing next to me that matters. And I don't care how narcissistic that could come off as. Let me clarify something. If I'm not a good mother, it would be because I'm not a good version of myself, yes or no? Because I can't sit here, and I don't care who you are, you can't pretend like you can be the best parent in the world if you're not the best version of you. So that's why you have to put yourself first in life. I don't care what it is. Because unless you're really caring about your mental health and really caring about your future and what's going to be the best situation for you, and then that is what makes it the best situation for everyone else around you. And that is included in being a parent. Because I don't care what anybody says, you cannot be a healthy mom if you're not a healthy you. And health is not always just physical health. It is mental health as well. People dissociate those like they aren't one and the same. Your mental health can physically affect your physical health. They're connected. Everything starts in your brain. Everything. Your body doesn't work without your brain. So your mental health is actually way more important than anything else, because your mental health is your health. All the way through and through. So I just want you to know that anybody out there who's been feeling like that, just know you're not alone. And just know it's okay to put you first. Know that, I've always been the type, when I know I'm going to spaz on everyone, I'll get away from everyone, including my children. Because I totally understand. And I agree, and I am an advocate, and I live by what I'm saying when I say I'm the person that I know if I'm pissed the fuck off, especially if it has nothing to do with nobody else but me and something personal, I will not allow myself to just take that out on everyone else around me. It's levels to this shit, because everybody is guilty of doing that to an extent. But I know myself, and it depends on my level of anger. If I'm angry, I will completely seclude myself and choose to do something that makes me happy, because I know that's the only thing I can afford to do, because or else I'm gonna lose it. And it's okay to gauge your own attitude. It's okay to acknowledge when you're not okay. I'm sick of people having to pretend in this society what is going on. I feel like social media is a lot to blame with that. That there's this fake persona. Everybody's living in this delusional ass attitude that we have to pretend like everything's okay. No, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not okay. Sometimes it's okay to not be okay. That's okay. You cannot be okay all the time. That's not the real world. Only when you die and go to heaven is it ever going to just all be okay. Until then, you're fucked. It's the real world, baby. And in the real world, This shit ain't sweet, nigga. This is real life, okay? Like, this is real life. In real life, people are getting bombed. People are getting shot and killed. People are killing themselves. People are shooting up schools. Kids are getting abused and neglected. Women are getting abused every day in their homes in front of their kids. There's a whole lot of social issues going on, okay? So everybody trying to sit on social media or in real life and sit and pretend like, everything's fine. It's okay. We're okay. No, seriously, like, it's fine. Just take another Xanax. It'll be okay. Yeah, no. Let's talk about it. Like, for real, let's talk about it, because that's what needs to happen, is more real discussions about real shit. I'm sick of the fake shit. I'm sick of talking about celebrities and all this other shit. People getting cheated on, and everybody wants to point the finger at the next person. Look at what they got going on. Look at what they got going on. How about what do you got going on? Because I know you got something going on, because we all do. Like, seriously. How about when we start coming together and being real with each other and ourselves? First of all, ourselves. Starting back to self. Start with yourself, and then let's start to talk about the community, right? Because they do go hand in hand. And I just want to say we're all capable to have a content life. But what is it even that truly would make you happy? And if you're not happy, why aren't you happy? And if you're not, once you think about it, why aren't you happy? Well, what are you doing to fix it? Because you can, because only you can. And stop making excuses like there's any reason why you shouldn't be happy. For real. Like, love yourself. I'm not joking. Love yourself. Okay, guys? I picked me. I hope you guys pick you. And I don't care. It's not about being selfish. It's about self-love. Just so you know, you're not alone. And, yeah. Let's talk about it. This season's getting really fucking real, man. If you're ready for it, stay tuned, because it's gonna just keep getting deeper and deeper. The rabbit hole continues, and I'm digging. What's up? All right, y'all. Satimia out. Love you guys.